The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-rhymed them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. It's time to start this week out. It's time to get up. It's time to grind. It's time to do our thing. Let's go. Let's get in. Let's get after this thing. Yo, let's chase the bag, baby. Let's chase that bag. Yo, it's not a bad. The weekend wasn't bad. We left here on Friday. We didn't know what the market was going to do, where it was going to go. We didn't know where the stock market was going to go. We didn't know where cryptocurrency market was going to go. Friday morning, it was so up in the air. The weekend held on pretty strong. Monday morning, we're starting to get a little bit of an uptrend here. Let's hope that we can keep it going on throughout the morning. A lot of good news going on both sides of crypto and the stock market. Yo, let's get to the bag. So I'm saying, let's get to the bag, baby. Friday went off a little bit, just started, fudding, what was going on. But it was a fun stream anyways. Sometimes we got to do that, but it's Monday morning. We are up. We're at it. It's time to get to the bag, time to make the money, time to do what we do, time to get after this thing. What's up? Good morning, Selmo. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, my man Elmo, my man 50 grand right there, boy. Selmo, what's going on? What's good, man? We got all these wildfires going on in Canada, man. Killing the air quality over here where I'm at in New York, man. It's a damn shame. Glad it rained yesterday. Knocked some of that damn smoke down. It's killing my allergies. But none of that stops us from getting to the bag. And at the end of the day, that's all it's about, is getting to the bag. Fuck everybody, but screw everything else, man. It's all about that money, baby. So we're going to do what we do, and we're going to get into it this morning. Good stuff going on this morning. We're going to keep it all positive today. What we got going on over here in the markets? Man, the Asian markets, they ain't trade too bad. They ain't doing, they didn't close out too bad. Nothing too great, but nothing too bad either. But you got Ken dumping all his profits over there in the European market, crushing the market, taking all the money. What's up, the Junior? Good morning, my brother. See, the D-Gens are rolling in this morning, man. Rolling in. Let's go. Got the European markets over there, though, man. Ken's taking all his profits, man. Come on, Ken. Quit crushing the markets over there, baby. Come on. Come on, man. Let them pump. Let them pump. Here in the United States, pre-markets look pretty good. We closed Friday on the NASDAQ above 6,000, which is phenomenal. We don't usually close above 6,000. Gotta get paid, baby. We all gotta get paid, baby. We getting paid. We getting paid right now. We getting paid right now as we speak. We're making money. The United States markets over here, not too bad, but bad. Boy, did we ever, the pre-markets, but did we ever close strong on Friday? Strong on Friday. So what's got these markets moving right now? What's got these markets up? China and the United States, guys, told you guys this was the biggest talks that needed to happen right here. They're going to go ahead and talk out in London, try to get this thing over with, try to get this thing settled. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be settled right away, but we got to have some positive talks. Cheese, good morning, my brother. How are you? We got to have some positive talks. We got to start moving this thing in the right direction. And then we got right here, China extends an olive branch to basically the car makers over there for rare earth. So we're starting we're starting to see some movement on this thing between the China and the United States, which is good, because here's the bottom line, and we said this before. The United States is the biggest consumer nation, and China is the biggest producer nation. They need each other. Unfortunately, for both sides, when it comes to negotiation, both sides need each other, and we gotta make sure we're taking care of this economy, right? So these guys got to start talking. They got to start doing their thing. But check this out. Check this out. Circle. Selmo, look at Circle, man. We're gonna get into it, man. Selmo, look at Circle. Look at this IPO. Look at where this bad boy is. This is why they didn't sell out. This is why they didn't sell out to Coinbase. This is why they didn't sell out to XRP, man. Look at this, baby. It closed at 107 on Friday. It's gonna open right now at 121. This IPO opened at $31. $31. Look at how valuable Circle is in the market right now. Who would have thought that Circle would have been this valuable in the market? You know who would have thought it? Circle. This is why they didn't sell out, man. This is why they didn't sell out. So look at, I mean, if you would have got into the Circle IPO at $31, man, you're sitting pretty right now. It's up another 13.12% just in after market trading right now. USDC, guys, USDC. I don't know what to tell you, but this thing is moving. That's all I can say. It's moving. Hype runs the market. Junior Hype always runs the market, man. I mean, I don't know. No, not it used to run the market, but I don't know if Hype necessarily runs the market anymore. Back institutional money's here, so everything's a little different right now, right? Everything's a little different right now. So institutions are running this market, and the crypto market and the stock market. They've always run the stock exchange, really BlackRock, but things are a little different. So you got let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla seems to be wanting to make a move back to the upside. It was up here. I had it up here earlier. Wanted to make a move to the upside a little bit earlier this morning. We'll see where Tesla goes. Nvidia is making a nice move, push to the upside. All the tech stocks are making a good push to the upside. You got Palantir here up at 7.8%. I'm not a big Palantir guy, but this stock does pretty damn well. But Nvidia is doing well, and we know everything AI happens, it starts and ends with Nvidia. So if Nvidia is not doing well, none of your AI stocks are going to do well. And if Nvidia can't produce its chips, there is no AI. All about good hype. Yeah, we good hype, bad hype. It's all good. Sometimes the best publicity is negative publicity, baby. Sometimes that's just what happens. But that Circle stock, man, that thing is on the freaking move, man. And I'll tell you, man, that thing, I'm kind of happy they didn't sell out. Some people will say that, they should have sold to Ripple and all this, or Coinbase. I'm kind of happy they didn't sell out. I'm kind of happy that we got another crypto stock on a stock market that's absolutely doing its thing. So I kind of like that situation where it is. And I like it. Circle. Circle's not hype though. Circle is one of these stable coins that are out here, and they're compliant with a lot of other countries. They're compliant with a lot of other exchanges, in a lot of different countries, and they're backed by BlackRock. So they got money behind them. They're doing their thing. There's my Yeti promotion for y'all. Yeti needs to pay me. Yeti needs to drop me some money. Drinking my coffee with my big old Yeti sticker. BlackRock, BlackRock purchased over 500 in ETH. Yeah, BlackRock is killing Ethereum right now. BlackRock is buying the hell out of Ethereum right now, and a lot of it's based around that Ethereum ETF, right? Because the Bitcoin ETF was getting a little pricey. It's getting up there a little bit. Um, so not everybody's gonna jump right into that Bitcoin ETF, but but so Ethereum's next, right? Ethereum's next. They're the next ones uh, in that line before all the rest of them get pushed out. When you look at this Ethereum ETF, remember when we first started talking about this thing, it was $20, sitting at $61 right now. It's going to open at $61. So in the Ethereum ETF is much, 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 much lower. So it closed at 59.20. Looks like it's going to open at $61. This is the IBIT. This is BlackRock's. So yeah, BlackRock's buying the hell out of Ethereum. Ethereum's going to run, man. Ethereum's going to run. It's been in that bull flag pattern for a while, and when it goes, it's going to go. XRP wanted to buy USDC strictly because when you look at it, they have RLUSD, and they wanted to be the number one stable coin in the market. And good morning, Heat. What's up, baby? We pumping the markets, Heat. We pumping the markets, man. So that's why they wanted to buy it. They want to be number one stable coin on the market, But I'm glad they didn't buy it. I'm glad Circle went public. We need more. We need that cryptocurrency exposure over there on a stock exchange. Institutional investors are going to come here one way or the other, right? So we're either going to embrace them or we're going to not embrace them and end up getting crushed when they come in to buy the market. So you might as well just embrace them, right? You might as well just say, come on in, go ahead, pump the markets, do what you got to do. So oil's up today. Gold is down today, which, gold being down, with the markets pumping, you would kind of expect that. So not bad. So we're rolling pretty good over there in the stock market. Stock markets are looking good, man. Stock markets are looking really good today. Getting over here to the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index coming back 55, baby. Like when we were streaming on Friday, it was down in the 30s, so we back up to 55, baby. So definitely coming back up. You see the altcoin meter over here, 29 out of 100. Says we're in altcoin season. I'll use caution, just like I did last time when it was sitting at 28, 29, is that we are just tipping into altcoin season. This thing could tip back to Bitcoin season at any moment. So, yes, we're just in altcoin season, guys. So we haven't even seen these alts run like they're going to run. We got a market cap sitting at $3.34 trillion on its way to the upside. You see the little blinking light right there. Moving on up, baby. Moving on up like the Jeffersons. If you're old as I am, you can remember the Jeffersons. We're moving on up. Moving on up. So we're moving up, baby. Man, this is Monday. No sense of getting into the ETFs since this is Friday's action, which was basically crap action, but it's Friday's action. So what do we got? We got Bitcoin sitting here, the dominant sitting here at 63.8. Still a huge Bitcoin dominance on the chart right now. Ethereum 9.1%, just above that 9%. Gotta keep it above that 9%. But every institution right now is buying the shit out of Ethereum. They are buying it up some more. So Ethereum will move to the upside, and when we come over, we will get into the Ethereum chart here. Let's just have a look at the total three since we're into the whole market caps. Total three sitting at $857.25 billion right now. RSI is looking really strong to the upside. Looks like altcoins really trying to push This is minus Ethereum, minus Bitcoin. This is everything else. 8.57 billion. But look at that RSI pushing to the upside. We got to this oversold point, man, and these lines crossed, and boom, this thing just started pushing to the upside. When we look at Ethereum, though, Ethereum has been in this bull flag, right? Come on, where's these? Get up there, baby. There we go. Ethereum has been in this bull flag right here forever, right? Trading sideways. There's your pole. There's your flag. Boom, trading sideways. But definitely looks like it wants to start to. And when you're in this bull flag, you usually 90% of the time break to the upside, right? Sitting at $2,534 right now. You usually break to the upside. So everybody's waiting for this break to the upside. RSI is looking really good. Got the crossover here, moving up to the strong side right here. So Ethereum is looking really, really good, man. So I like where Ethereum's headed right now. Glenn, good morning, dog. Good morning, Glenn. What's going on, brother? What's going on? So yeah, I like Ethereum. I like where it's headed. I think it's gonna make this move. It's gonna make this move. It's just a matter of when, right? But institutions are buying the hell out of Ethereum right now. So Ethereum's got a nice momentum behind it right now. So can we break? Can we break? Oh, can we break? I think we can. I think with this market the way that it is right now, we're definitely looking for a break. And let's go over here. Let's look and see what's happening on chain, right? Let's see what's happening on chain. Let's see who's winning this thing. Let's see who's winning this thing. Who's winning the online? Who's winning the chain battle over here? Where's everybody putting their damn money at on this DeFi sector? Where's everybody putting their damn money at? Well, they're putting it in BSC. $4.6 billion worth of 24-hour volume, which is good for a Sunday. That's coming off of a Sunday where everything is usually down. So $4 billion on a Sunday is good movement. You got Solana. Look at Solana coming up, taking that number 2 spot, baby, away from Ethereum, sitting at 1.5 billion on the books for Solana over there. So Solana's definitely getting some action on their chain over there. Then you got Ethereum coming in at 1.14 billions. It's not too bad for a Sunday. You got Base bringing up at number 4 at just $645 million. Got to see Base above a bill, right around $1 billion. When it's about $1 billion, that's when them tokens start to really take off. And then you got Sui coming up here at 302 million. I was reading the article the other day. I think it was Sunday night. Sui's blockchain actually did more transactions last week than the XRP ledger. Think about that for a minute. I'll let you sit on that one for a minute. Which on the Crow IPO? Love the Crow. Love the Circle IPO. We talked about this. The Circle IPO is absolutely massive right now, and it's taking off. I would wait if you're not in it already, Glenn. I'd wait for a pullback. You're going to get a pullback. We looked at this earlier because it looks like it's going to open really high today. Really high today. When you look at the Circle IPO, Glenn, it's going to open right around 122. It just continues to go up. When we looked at it just a second ago, it was at 121. Looks like it's 122. We're trying to push 123 right now. So I would wait for a pullback. I'd wait for a pullback into this thing. But I'm in. I got in too. I could have had the IPO. I could have bought it at $31, but I had my dates mixed up. I thought that the IPO was a week before it was, so I didn't actually get into the IPO, but I got in. I got in on the first pullback. And it's sitting pretty right now. But yeah, it's definitely coming. I don't think that this thing's done running. I think you're going to see this thing run. I think we're going to see this thing run just like the IBIT and the Ethereum ETFs. When crypto's up, this is going to be up, and that's what we love, right? That's what we love to see over here on the stock market, making the moves. So. It closed out. Yeah, man. I could have bought the IPO at $31, man. The IPO was 31, launched at 50. Launched at 50, made a big run up the first day. Second day, when the market came down a little bit, there was a pullback. I got in on that first pullback, and I think it's gonna move. It's gonna move with the market. It's gonna move with the whole cryptocurrency market. So that's what I like. That's what I like about these crypto stocks is they're gonna, you can start to build a nice portfolio over there on the stock market, as crypto makes its run, in the super cycle. You got to make money on both sides, right? Make money on both sides. That's why I don't understand, like, people trade, the people that use Coinbase all the time, right? Like, I use Coinbase all the time, right? Why would you not own Coinbase stock, right? You're paying fees. The fees go to the stock. The fees go to the stock, right? And you're paying the fees. You might as well get some benefit from paying fees or paying for your Coinbase One. You might as well get some benefit from that and get that big run to the upside and get that run when the stock runs. I mean, you're paying for it. That's what you're paying for. So cash out on both ends, right? So what we got going on over here? I want to talk about some of this stuff. Right here, the Nasdaq crypto index adds XRP, Solana, ADA, and XLM as SEC reviews these ETFs, right? Hedera ETFs request to align pretty soon. So Hedera will be on this list pretty soon, right? HBAR. So when we look at these things, we're just waiting. We're waiting for these ETFs to be approved, right? So when you look at it, check out XRP, Solana, ADA, and XLM and Hedera soon to be added to this list of Nasdaq accepted, cryptocurrencies that could be, ETF approved here pretty soon. So, big moves. This is going to create big moves, big inflows. I do think that XRP will be first. I think we'll get an XRP, and then we'll probably get Solana, and I think Lightchain is going to be on this list as well, just because Lightchain is nothing more than a hard fork of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's a commodity, so isn't Lightchain. It's just a hard fork. So I think Lightchain will be on this list as well. But yeah, XRP I think is next. I think we're waiting. They say the end of June, beginning of July. So once one of these drop, I think you'll see the rest of these start to drop pretty quick. And XRP needs this spot ETF. Believe it or not, XRP's price action needs this. It's the market cap is so big. People, market cap matters, right? Because when your market cap gets this big as XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, you need big institutional money to push that market cap, right? And so XRP needs this spot ETF. They need this. Probably more than any of the rest of these tokens on this list. XRP needs that because they need a crap ton of volume to push that market cap up. So they need that spot ETF, and they need it bad. So look, but these are the tokens that you want to watch out for, right? Think about this for a minute. Like, so you think about altcoin season, right? The way that it traditionally happens for us in crypto, right? You have the halving, you have the run, you have the pullback, and then you have the run up, and then you have the altcoin season, and then you have the meme coin season, and then we're done, right? That's not how this thing's going to roll this time. You see the Bitcoin dominance sitting at 63%. That Bitcoin dominance isn't going to drop below probably 55%, through the whole bull run, right? Just not going to. That there's too much institutional money. There's too many people that are throwing huge amounts of money in Bitcoin right now. So that dominance isn't going to come down that far. So what do you need? You need the new institutional money to come into some of these other projects to push these altcoins up, right? And that's what these ETFs are going to do. So that's why they're so important. And you know, the biggest, this is just my opinion. You know, this is just me sitting behind a microphone talking to you guys. The biggest runners in this bull market, I think, initially, are going to be the ones that have the spot ETFs. That's where the institutional money is going to come. I think the biggest runners are going to be the ones that have the spot ETFs, you know, initially. So, you know, that's just how it's going to roll. And then you're going to have your ISO run, and then you'll have your altcoin run, your traditional altcoin run, and then which will be led by real world tokenized assets and AI, and then you'll have a short meme coin season. I think the meme coin season is going to be short, but the meme coins that will run the hardest, I think, will run with the altcoins, and that'll be the top tier meme coins. You're talking about, you know, Pepe, SPX 6900, Turbo, ones like that. I think will run really hard initially before your lower market caps run and make a big huge move. I think Doge got a 10x in it. SHIB still got a 10x in it, but that's about all they got in them right now. But Pepe and SPX 6900, a couple of the other ones, I think have massive moves in them. But yeah, so that's good news. Sui's coming back, you know, as a recovery from the hack that happened on its you know, swap over there, whatever you want to call it, swap, DEX, whatever you want to call it. Sui's coming back. Definitely coming back. I mean, like I said, it had more transactions in the XRP ledger last week. So I don't know. You sit on that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. Yo, I'm clocking in. All right, Junior, man, have a good one. Happy Monday, brother. Happy Monday. So yeah, just think about that one for a minute. So, you know, Sui's here. This is that layer one, y'all. This is that layer one that I think is probably going to be the biggest mover. It's probably going to be the biggest mover. The new layer ones, for new layer ones, it's going to be this one. And there's a lot of money behind that one. A lot of money, a lot of volume. So Ripple is going to put 200K behind a startup in Japan. So, you know, Ripple is doing this thing, and it's the Web3 I don't even know how to say that. Sala Web3 Sala is the company that they're going to put this 200K behind in Japan. So they're definitely starting XRP. Ripple is actually starting to venture out into Japan and fund some of these startups. So, you know, watch out for this. I think that this is going to be a good one here, as the fact that they're out in Japan and the fact that they're putting money behind some of these startups is a good thing for Ripple, because they're going to launch on the XRP ledger, which is going to do what? It's going to bring volume over there, right? And volume is key when it comes to the blockchains. We talk about it all the time. You got to have volume. Volume equals price. When it comes to these blockchains, no volume, no price, dead blockchain sucks. The more volume you have, the better off you're going to be. So definitely Ripple's doing this thing. But let's look at some of this price action over here in crypto. Look at Bitcoin sitting there at 107.5, baby. Listen. Where does Bitcoin stop, y'all? Where does Bitcoin stop? We're going to be sitting here looking at a 200K Bitcoin, and people are going to be like, oh, damn, man, I had a chance to buy at 107. I had a chance to buy 100. I had a chance to buy. No, man. It is what it is. We got to give Bitcoin its props. We got to give it its due. And the institutional investors are here, and this is what it looks like. And what it looks like is price go up. Price go up, baby. Even though you have pullbacks, price go up. You know, when you got people investing billions of dollars into Bitcoin, price gonna go up. You know, so don't miss that boat, man. You better have some Bitcoin in your wallet, man. You know, people will say, "Oh, the market cap's too high. Where's it gonna go? Where's all this? Blah 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 blah." You know, people are investing billions and billions of dollars into this thing. Oh, it's just a historic value. No, we're beyond that now. We're beyond that conversation now. That conversation is gone. Where it's just a historic value. It's a little bit more than that now. Ethereum sitting at $2,541. Like we said, BlackRock's pumping a lot of money into Ethereum. A lot of people are pumping a lot of money into Ethereum. And Ethereum sitting in that bull flag pattern right now, waiting for that breakout. And when Ethereum breaks, a lot of rest of these altcoins will break with it. Just kind of how it goes. BTC 150K. End of the year. I'm with you. I think it'll be 150K by the end of the year. I think we may see 150K before the end of the year. Tell you the truth. You know, I think Bitcoin's going to be up to above 150K. And here's the thing: is like when you look at Bitcoin and where it's going, you know, people are being smart with their Bitcoin now. They're not selling it. You know, they're holding on to it. And why would you sell it? Right? You can borrow against it. You can lend it. You can lend it out. You can get yield from it. You can do all that stuff that you want to do with Bitcoin. You can take a loan out against your Bitcoin. You can do all that stuff. So why would you sell it? Right? Why would you sell your Bitcoin? You know, so there's really no reason for you to sell Bitcoin. You know, outside of, you know, you need to pay for things. You need to, you need to do some, you know, whatever your finances look like. I can't tell you what they look like, but I'm not selling my Bitcoin. You know, I'll do some other stuff with my Bitcoin, but I'm damn sure not selling it. Yes, yeah. I think Bitcoin's 150 by the end of the year. Could be 150 before the end of the year, to tell you the truth. Just kind of depends on what these ETFs do. Because here's the thing: is now you're looking at Bitcoin going into people's retirement plans. You know, and that was signed into law. And if that happens, that changes the whole game. And this is what we talked about a long time ago. That the only way that you can get crypto into your retirement plan through your 401ks and your state and federal retirement plans is through an ETF, right? Bitcoin would be the first one to go into people's retirement plans, probably followed by Ethereum and XRP. You know, when you look at it, you know, so you'll see a lot of these ETFs end up in people's and if they're in the retirement plans, they're as good as just staked away, right? You think about somebody that's 20, 30 years old putting these ETFs into their retirement plan. Basically, they're staked away until they're 65, 70 years old. By the time they retire, retirement age would be 85 because we blew up the national debt. Nobody can retire. You know, by the time they'll be able to draw it, it's all just kind of staked away. But yeah, Ethereum's doing its thing. XRP sitting at $2.26 right now. Had a nice move up from 210 when we were talking about it on Friday, from 210. Nice move up for XRP. Like to see that volume coming into XRP. You know, definitely like to see that. You see BNB sitting here at $655, doing pretty damn well, and that's because of that volume on chain. Solana bust back above that $150 mark, back up to 156. Doing pretty damn well. A lot of volume on that chain over there in Solana, and that price is moving, man. You guys remember when we had an $18 Solana after the FTX collapse? Remember when that thing was sitting at $18, $14, $18 or wherever it was? And you know, I admit, you know, I was one of the ones. I was like, man, I don't know if this thing's gonna recover. I don't know if that Solana's got it in them to recover. But boy, did they ever recover. You know, Solana's doing its thing. But yeah, I always think back to that, man. Thing was down to like $14, man, after the FTX fiasco over there. And man, whew, you know, that thing. Imagine having that $14 Solana sitting in your wallet right now. Where you at with that now? You know, but that's crypto, right? That's the type of gains you can make. Tron moving up, sitting at 28 cents right now. Tron doing this thing. I think Tron's going to make a move here. I don't think Tron is dead. I think it's going to make a move. What do you say? What do you say, something? What crypto? What crypto you see? What is that? What crypto do I wish that do I see them guys employers paying my wage in? If I had my choice, I would take USDC. Pay me in USDC, dollar for dollar, and then let me do what I want to do with my own money. Yeah, I take my USDC. But if I had to pick an absolute crypto outside of a stable coin, I tell them to pay me in Bitcoin. Uh, bought so bought so at $9.08. Yo, man, Elmo, I hope you still got some of that soul in your wallet for that $9.08, man, because you'd be sitting pretty right now. Uh, it even went below that. I know that whole crash, man. I can't remember what the bottom was, man, but oh, you messed up. You sold it. Oh man, see, you would have been sitting on all kinds of crazy money right now if you would have just held on to that Solana, man. Elmo, you would have been good, man. You got to hold, baby, hold, hodl, baby, round trip that motherfucker. Yo, but we got hyper liquid right now doing his thing, man. This is one that I told you guys to watch out for, like 17 cents and that $37.25. I've been sitting in a long for hype since right around 16 bucks, man. And I just been clipping a little profits off of here, clipping a little profits off of there. But I've been sitting in a long, baby. He sold it for Hex. Hey, I'm not. Hex is one of these ones. I'm not. I think Richard Hart playing it smart right now. What's up, Big Watch, dude? What's up? Happy Monday, dog. I think Richard Hart's playing it smart right now, and I don't think that Hex and Pulse are done. I don't think they're done. I think that they are. I think they're gonna make a solid run. I think he's just laying back in the cup, waiting for the market to really, really turn around, and then he's gonna make a splash somewhere. He's gonna make a splash at some point, and when he does, I think you're gonna see that Hex ecosystem take off. But oh man, Elmo sold all his Solana for Hex, man. Whew. That wouldn't have been a good move right now, because Solana's up there, you know. But yeah, Hydro Liquid, man, it's one of these ones. I wish I could trade on there. I don't use a VPN. I don't feel the need to, man. But a lot of people do, and they trade on there and they love it. Chainlink sitting at $13.94. Get above $14. Chainlink. Jesus, what are you doing over here, brother? What are you doing? Selmo wants to know if Elmo sacrificed his X. Yeah, boy, that was a dangerous game to play. That was a dangerous game to play. When we played it, but yeah. So, but yeah, Chainlink, come on, man, get above $14. Let's go, man. I almost said I did. I sacrificed. Yo, boy, that hurts. That hurts my heart, man. Avalanche at $20.91. Somo, did you sacrifice? $20.91, looking good right now. Stellar's kind of lagging, man. It's at 26 cents. Stellar needs a push, man. Stellar needs a push. We got to get a push here. Hedera back up to 17 cents, but come back over here to this article that we looked at, and when you look at this article right here on the Nasdaq, Hedera's sitting here. Hedera's sitting here. So Pay attention. Pay attention for Pulse. For Pulse and Pulse X, yeah. No hacks here. You don't own any hacks, Selma? You don't own any sex? You don't own any hacks? Ken, you don't own any hacks either? I don't suggest you buy hacks. I suggest you buy Pulse and Pulse X. That's where the money's gonna be. That's where the cash is gonna be. The cash isn't gonna be in hex. It's gonna be in Pulse and Pulse X. That's where the cash is gonna be when it does run. But yeah, Hedera sitting here at 17 cents. Gonna be up there. Gonna be up there. So when we look at it, look at Pepe. 4 zeros 2 4 zeros 1201, baby. Pepe, man. Another one of these ones, I think massive run incoming for Pepe. When we look at Pepe, where we at? Where my boy Pepe? Right here. Nice uptrend. RSI is looking really solid right now. So looks like it's gonna make a nice run. Yo, Matt Fury's coming out. Matt Fury's coming out with a new book or whatever it is he's got coming out, and all of these tokens are really starting to run these new ones. You got gas. The gas token is based off the new book. There's a couple other tokens that are based off the new Matt Fury narrative that are really starting to take off. So pay attention to them meme coins and that Matt Fury narrative, because these ones are really starting to be. They're kind of under the radar right now, to people outside of the DGen community. But one of these Matt Fury meme coins are going to take off, right? These new ones, and it's just a matter of which one. But one of them are going to take off, because the boys club over there, where Pepe and all the rest of these meme coins that came off this Matt Fury narrative. One of these, I don't know which one it's going to be, and nobody can call it, right? Nobody can call which one it's going to be, but one of them will run. One of them will do good. Big Watch dude is in the building. What is up, Big Watch? How was your weekend? Matt Fury. And he's the one that the narrative for Pepe is based off of. That's his narrative. It's the boys club. A lot of other meme tokens were launched off of this whole Pepe narrative and the boys club narrative and all that stuff. And as he comes out with these new characters, a lot of these meme tokens are created off the characters that are surrounded his book and surrounding, what he's put out. So, that's how Pepe was created, right? Pepe was created off that whole Matt Fury narrative and things like that. So, as he, you're starting to see like a lot of these newer characters that are in his new publication are starting to come out. And I don't know, like gas is one of them, right? Like gas, and it's gonna be good, man. Yeah, they always run. His memes always run. Like people, it's just a matter of which one. And are they going to run on Ethereum? Are they going to run on Base? Are they going to run on Solana? Where are they going to run at, right? So it's a matter about being in the right, and you can't call it. You can't call. And the problem right now is that there's so many different launch pads. So people are launching all of these different ones. Where when Pepe came out, you didn't have that problem. So Pepe was it, right? And it was on the Ethereum blockchain, and it was it. That was the one, right? Now you don't know which one it's going to be. You don't know which blockchain it's going to be. So you kind of got to play. You got to play this game a little bit. But yeah, one of them are going to go. Yeah, he definitely, this is it right here. Like you look at Pepe, this is based off of his character, right? But yeah, I like Gas. I like Gas right now. I think Gas is gonna be that one. It's this cat, I think, or this cat or character or some crap that you got going on. But I think a lot of people there's a Gas on Ethereum and there's a Gas on Base. It's just a matter of which one's gonna go, right? The one on Ethereum is kind of outperforming the one on Base right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Like it's just so hard to call it, right? But yeah, I do like that narrative. That narrative, I think, is going to be the biggest narrative. Once all of that stuff is out and pushed, that'll be your next big meme coin. It'll come out of that narrative. Out of that'll be your next big one. SPX 6900. I don't know what to tell y'all. Told you guys to buy this one all the way down here. 30 cents. That joker's sitting at $1.32. Everybody, oh no, I can't buy it. It's too high. It's too high. It's too high at 30 cents. Who wants to buy a meme coin at 30 cents? I don't know. It's at $1.31 right now, $1.32. I don't know. Should have bought it at 30 cents. Look at that chart. Look at that chart. Pepe's still going to surpass Shib to be the second biggest meme coin out, and this bull runs all day. It'll be the second biggest meme coin on in crypto. No, Pepe's gonna be the second biggest. It's gonna take Shib's market cap. Shib will be the number three. Yeah, gas is sitting at a nice price. It's just a matter of which one's going to go, right? Is it going to be the one on Ethereum or is it going to be the one on Base, right? I wish, they would tie themselves together and like kind of like SPX 6900 did. They cross-chained. They allowed you to buy on Ethereum, Base, Solana, so they're cross-chained and the prices are pegged. So you can buy it everywhere. I kind of wish more big tokens like that would do that. But I think gas. I don't know. I think gas is going to be that with that one. I think it's going to be that one where people look back, and I could be wrong. It could be a whole nother character coming out of that Matt Fury meme when it just takes off. But right now, it seems like gas has got that. It's got that juice. Got that juice behind it. It's sitting. It's prime petrol right now. So, but yo, SPX 6900. I don't know what to say. Look at that chart, baby. Look at that chart. Y'all should have got it at 30 cents, man. What else do we got going on here right now? White Rock. This one right here, man. I was looking. I put this. I encourage anybody before they invest in this, stick this contract in the token sniffer. It's mintable. It's mintable. This is a dangerous game people are playing right now with White Rock. This is very dangerous, very, 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 very dangerous game people are playing. Just my opinion. It's mintable. They can stop you from trading. It's a dangerous game. That contract. Quant's doing its thing. 119, sell more. 119, baby. 119. Quant's doing it, baby. Those people sleeping on Quant. Quant's doing it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, Pepe's up. Everything's up today. Everything's looking really, really good this morning. Uh, you know, everybody should be making some money today. Really, everybody should be making some money. But when you look at Pepe, Shib and Pepe, Pepe had come up here and snatch Shib's spot, man. It's inevitable. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when that's going to happen, right? I think most people can agree that that's probably going to be the case, right? Just given the hype, given where Pepe is, given the fact that this is Pepe's first bull run, right? People have talked about Pepe, and I know we've talked about it for so long because it's been out, for this whole bear market. But people forget. People forget Pepe's never been through a bull market. You know what I mean? So, everybody wants to predict what Pepe's going to do right here, sitting right here, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. Sitting at what is a $5 billion market cap, hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions, 5 billion market cap right now. It's only 2 billion away from SHIB. I mean, that's not a huge jump for a token the size of Pepe to make that leap above a Shiba Inu. I mean, I know we're talking billions of dollars here, from 5 to 7, but when you look at the volume that Pepe's doing and kind of where it's at, and the fact that retail investment's still not even here yet, and they're going to be coming in looking for this next meme coin to do what SHIB did, right? A lot of these retail investors, they're going to be coming in. They're going to look at Pepe. It's listed everywhere, and it's going to get a crap ton of volume. It's going to top SHIB. You think it's going to be 100K? You think Quant's going to get to 100K? That's what is that? That's a little under a 10x from here. A little under a 10x from where it is right now. Quant's going to make a big run in this. It's the ISO. Quant's going to make its run when the rest of the ISO tokens make their run. It's just kind of inevitable at this point. So there are certain things like people can say, well, you can't never really call crypto, or you can't really call the market, or you can't. Some things are just inevitable. You just kind of know that they're coming. Like this whole Pepe SHIB flip. It's inevitable. People know it's coming. It's just a matter of when, right? It's just gonna happen. But people have already pretty much locked themselves into it. So. Paint you a picture of when institutionals pick up Pepe. When you get an ETF where you have the top, maybe the top 5 or top 10 meme coins all smushed into a one ETF, and it gets traded on the stock market in one ETF, and volume starts to pick up on that ETF. Is when big institutional investors will start to pick up Pepe, and that's going to happen. That'll happen. There's way too much money in these tokens for them not to put them together. I mean, Dogecoin's got its own ETF that's getting ready to be released at some point, but I think that you'll get a package deal with these ones, and that's where you'll see big institutional investors start to push these up. But I think Pepe is going to get its own push just from the bull market. Pepe will get its own push, but you'll see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably. What's that? All the way down to Bonk is the top 5. All the way down to Bonk's the top 5. SPX 6900 sitting at 6. Fartcoin sitting at 7. That's hard. 7. Dogecoin. I mean, Dog with Hat sitting at 8. Floki sitting at 9. Pudgy Penguin sitting at 10. So even if you got an ETF that put all of the top 10 into an ETF, that'd be big money. That'd be big money. That's big money for these guys. Yeah, I think that's a narrative setter. I think it is. Michael, good morning. Yeah, that whole Elon that whole Elon Trump saga, it was absolutely absurd. We went through that on Friday, but I do think it's setting the tone for JD Vance's run. But good morning, Michael. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Ladybug, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning. They did, they did. But I think they did have one for all of them put together. That was Grayscale put that together. It's in the Grayscale Trust. They put that together. They tried to get it to an ETF, but it's kind of got kicked to the back burner. But I think you will see the collaboration of meme coin ETFs. There's too much volume and too much money for them not to do it. It's just a matter of who did it. I think if BlackRock would have put that out, it would have went through. I think it would have went through, and I think that you either get BlackRock or Van Eck that pushes the meme coin one, and it'll go through. Uh, but yeah, Selma, I think you're right. I think that they're pushing the narrative for Vance. But yeah, I think that ETF is actually just sitting there, Ladybug. I don't think anything happened with it. I think it's just sitting there. I don't think I don't think it went anywhere. I don't think they said no. I don't think that they said yes. I think it's just sitting at the SEC, and the SEC will decide whether or not they push that or not. But I don't think that that's a good ETF. Like I don't think that I would. I don't think I'd buy that one. And I buy the ETFs, but I don't think I'd buy that one. But I do think that I would buy. I would buy the one with the meme coins in it, because I think there'll be a crap ton of volume over there. But I would rather the other ETFs. I'd rather buy them individually, individual ETFs. But how about Van Eck coming out with an ETF um, where no, it's a bond, coming out with like a bond type of program, treasury bond type of thing, where they would buy, trying to push where they would buy Bitcoin, right? And people would buy into this bond. I think it's a bond. They would buy into this bond. You would get half of the Bitcoin that was in the bond. The profits off of that would go to the shareholders, and the other 50%, the other profits would go towards paying down the national debt. Think about that one for a minute. Think about that one for a minute. And that's what Van Eck's pushing. Depends on what kind of account you have, Ladybug. How many times you can trade it. Uh, if you just have a individual trading account, it limits the number of times you can trade something, or your ETFs and some stuff like that. But if you have a bigger trading account, you usually can trade it as many times as you want. Just depends on what type of trading account you have. It's all based on how much you trade, how much you have in your account, how much you trade, how often you trade, do you get upgraded to a certain account, things like that. So there's a lot of different variables to these trading accounts. So let's go ahead. Let's have a look at one last look at this market before I get up out of here. Market looks great today. Market looks absolutely great today. Um, Both the stock market and the crypto market, they just look good, man. They look absolutely phenomenal today. Um, Bitcoin, look at that. Look at it. We try to touch 108, baby. We try to touch 108. To tell you guys, man, Bitcoin is that thing right now. That's where the money is right now. It's that thing. Ethereum, though, it's starting to gain a little bit of ground. Big institutional investors coming in Ethereum. BlackRock, Van Eck, everybody's dumping money into Ethereum. You know what I mean? So Ethereum, and like I said, that bull flag that it's sitting in on that chart right now. We'll look at it one more time because I want you guys to take this in. Just take this in and look at what is happening with Ethereum. You got your bull flag. There's your pole. There's your flag. And 90% of the time, this thing breaks to the upside. And I'm telling you guys, when Ethereum breaks to the upside, the rest of the altcoins are going to break to the upside with it. And this bull flag is setting up the RSI down here. It's starting to move and starting to gain strength. We're getting out of this oversold territory. We're getting ready. We're moving on up. Like I said, like the Jeffersons, y'all. Like, I might not be as old as me, but we moving on up like the Jeffersons. And this thing's ready. When this thing pops, it's gonna pop. But market looks really good. Where are we at on the pre-markets over here with the stock market? Where are we at? But look at that Circle IPO, 124. Glenn, you see that 124? 124. Yeah, I think the stablecoin bill will get passed. It's just a matter of time. Let them guys work out what they got to work out. But once that stablecoin bill gets passed, it's game set match for a lot of liquidity to come into the market. And don't be surprised. Like we talked about this last week, where you had Wells Fargo, I think it was Citibank, and somebody else waiting for the stablecoin bill to get passed, and then they were going to launch their own stablecoin, right? So if the banks, in a collaboration, they were going to collaborate to launch a stablecoin, and if they do that, don't be surprised if that stablecoin sitting in top 10, because that's how they'll move their money through the bank. Have a great day, you too, Elmo. You too. Gotta run. Go get paid, man. We all gotta get paid today. JP Morgan, yeah, that was the other one. But yeah, that's how they'll move their money. And remember, JP Morgan has their private blockchain as well. So that's why Quant is such of a big deal right now, and Chainlink and Quant and projects like that, because they're gonna link these public and private blockchains together. So that's why they're such of a big deal. But yeah, if they launch their stablecoin in a collaboration with all of them guys, I wouldn't be surprised to see that stablecoin sit in the top 10. Because you think about it, why would they use any other? Why would them big banks, them big institutional banks, use any other stablecoin but their own, right? And that's a lot of volume. That's a lot of volume. More volume than what people believe. JP Morgan is big. JP Morgan is the biggest bank, not only in the United States, but the biggest bank in the world, right? So, that's a lot of volume. So, we'll see. But the markets are looking really good. But check out that circle mover, baby. If you would have got in the IPO at $31, it's gonna open at 125. Trying to push 126 right now. Trying to push 126 before the market opens. That baby's moving. People sleeping on it. We got good flows into the IBIT trust. We got good flows into the rest of the market, man. The rest of the market looks really, really good. If Ken just would quit dumping the European market over there, we would be set. But Ken just keeps dumping the market. He's pulling all these profits out of these European markets, putting them over here in crypto. Yo, Ken, pump my Ondo bag, baby. Pump my Ondo bag. Take them European profits, put them in my Ondo bag, man. Where is Ondo at this morning? I didn't even look at it this morning. 84 cents. Boy, that's down. I mean, it's not. It's cheap. Cheaper than what it should be. I think it should be $1 plus, but we'll see. Let's push back up. But Ken, pump my Ondo bag. Take them European profits. Pump my bag, baby. But all right, we up out of here this morning, guys. Got to get out of here. Got to get to work. Got to do my thing. Ladybug, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Everybody go shoot Ladybug a follow on her YouTube channel, and on X. She's doing her thing out there. So don't gotta go show her some love. Everybody go show everybody some love. Everybody go show everybody some love on X. And go follow everybody that's on this chat that's in here. Go follow everybody. Go make connections out here. Go make connections out here. Go do it. Go and really reach out and make sure people have different projects that they're in, different takes on different projects, and none of them are right and none of them are wrong, man. You just listen to all the information and make the best decision you can for your own pocket. Rip fix. Go and make the best investment you can for your own pocket, man. And we'll be back on here. You guys know I do have to travel on Wednesday, so whether or not we get 3 streams in this week or 2 streams in, we'll see. But we'll definitely be back here on Friday. But I may try to get 3 streams in this week. We might only get 2 depending on how my travel goes. But gotta travel on Wednesday. Gotta make that money, y'all. So markets look good today. Go make some money today, guys, and go look at your bags. Like I always tell you guys, reevaluate your bags. Make sure your percentages are right. Make sure you're diversified. Make sure you're investing in the things that you believe in, not that I believe in or anybody else believes in, that you believe in, because you're going to have to hold them through some volatility. So make sure you believe in what you got in your bags. Make sure you're taking your profits too. Never be ashamed to take your profits. Never be ashamed to take some money off the table. If it's time for you to take money off the table, it's time for you to take money off the table and go ahead and do that. And don't look back. If you do that, don't look back. Don't worry about it. We'll fix Rip. So all right, y'all, we up out of here. See you guys, and you guys have a great day. Happy Monday. Nice way to get the week started, and everything looks great. So we'll be back at you guys. We up out. Bye.